Welcome to Week in Review for the week of January 24th. I don't know if consumerization is gripping CIOs, but it has seized the attention of bloggers and the IT media this week. Here's 6 headlines on the topic from the past day or two. CIOs can't stop staff from using unapproved devices. Are CIOs championing consumer tech? Consumerization of IT is a major priority, but business value and security still in question. Guess what? IT isn't afraid of consumerization after all. And 6 things you should know about consumer IT's business role. And finally, top 7 truths about consumerization of IT. And on a related note, there are hundreds of news articles this week about what Research in Motion new CEO Torsten Heinz has to do to save the struggling BlackBerry, long the mainstay of corporate smartphones. It goes on and on. The upshot of most of these articles say you cannot stop the consumerization tidal wave, so deal with it. If you want proof that it is a tidal wave, just look at Apple's blockbuster quarterly earnings reported on Wednesday. As one article says, end users cannot be shortchanged anymore. Why would you want to shortchange them anyway? Because it was easy and gave you control. Well, that's down the drain now. Surveys are all over the map about what's happening with the BYOD movement. One says nearly half the CIOs surveyed would never allow personal devices to be used at work. In that same survey, 57% said they know workers are using their own devices at work without permission. Like I said, end users are not going to be shortchanged. Another survey says 99% of C-level execs and 3/4 of IT execs say they have the resources to handle the consumerization of IT. Of all the headlines I mentioned, I recommend the last one, 7 top truths about the consumerization of IT. It will give you insight about how to start thinking about BYOD, as will dozens of other consumerization posts from CIOs at the Enterprise CIO Forum. In other news, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, also known as NIST, has ruled that enterprises which use the public cloud are ultimately responsible for the security and protection of their own data. That's right, you cannot blame the cloud vendor when something goes wrong, according to the new NIST guidelines. You are on the hook for protecting the sanctity of your data in the cloud, and those rules have been codified in NIST Special Publication 800-144. A story on govinfosecurity.com talks about who the new NIST guidelines affect, and I quote, NIST wrote SP 800-144 for system managers, executives, and information officers making decisions about cloud computing initiatives. Security professionals responsible for IT security, IT program managers concerned with security and privacy measures for cloud computing, system and network administrators, and users of public cloud computing services. That's just about everyone. If you want a copy of the new guidelines, just Google SP 800-144 and click on one of the 2 top results. Finally, we have a robust discussion going on about whether CIOs should embrace Twitter. 3 CIOs say they do not have the time for it and that it's hard to connect it to revenue generation. Look for the post by yours truly, State of the Tweeting CIO. I'm John Dodge, Community Manager of the Enterprise CIO Forum. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.